Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland Reviewer, and I'm here to review Wheels of Fortune. And this is a new Netflix show and film about a young man who finds out that he is the bastard child of a very rich man, and he has to go through hoops of doing all these extreme sports to be able to get get the money from his estranged father's will, while his siblings, who grew up knowing him as their father, try to stop him. And he has a crew of basically white trash redneck people, and they're being helped by the lawyer of the estate. And yeah, this is from Sean Paul Piccinino, and this movie, and it looks like it's a cheaply made Netflix original film, which it is. It has a silly plot, which it does, and there's stereotypes and cliches everywhere about Southern people and just complete ignorance all throughout, which they never really take to task. And the plot is repetitive and silly and doesn't really capture the energy and the excitement of a sports movie, which I guess this is technically an extreme sports movie. It has, every time you have a situation that could be funny, poor writing and uninspired performances just ruin it. And you have Matt Jones at the center of this, who plays Bo, our main character, who's extremely unlikable, is not endearing at all, and just, you don't want to root for him. And you have this rest of this cast of just cliches and silly characters. Maybe Matt Carteropoulos and Noodle is the closest you get to an endearing and enjoyable character. You have John Ducey, who plays this lawyer who basically just feels like him trying to be Ed Helms, and he's not Ed Helms. He's like Ed Helms when he's not doing a good job at his whole shtick. And this film just feels like going through the motions at every turn. Like, oh, I'm not going to ride a pink boat. And just leaning so heavily into stuff like that. I'm not going to California because they're dirty liberals. And it's just like leaning into these really cliched and uninspired dialogue and themes and ideas. And by the end, there's some twists in the plot that just, you don't care at that point. And of course, it's an obnoxious, romantic kind of chasing for the girl at the end too, because, all this other stuff going on, you needed a romantic subplot too, where he really wants to be with the woman who is actually the stepmother of his best friend Noodle, and they're all the same age. It's that kind of movie. If that's your kind of movie and you think that you'll have some fun, honestly, if you watch the trailer and the clips and stuff and you think, oh, this is hilarious, you'll probably enjoy it. If you're like, this looks like garbage, it probably is. But this one really was not for me. This is not my kind of movie, and maybe there's quite a few people out there that'll get some laughs out of this. Go right ahead, it's on Netflix right now. But for me, Wheels of Fortune just didn't click in any conceivable way. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland Reviewer.